When she said I don't dance now, I make money moves, that was a mission statement for a whole new generation.
Respect, but that's not the Mount Rushmore. Listen, cash rules everything around me. When that line dropped, it changed the whole hustle. The greatest tracks are never finished. They're just debated forever. Introducing the Sprite Living Track List. 50 tracks that shape the culture from 6 decades of hip-hop. Scan the QR code on a Sprite or Sprite Zero Sugar to see the full breakdown. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Hi, I'm Brandi.
I'm Stephanie, and this is your weekly dose of BS.
So, Kim Zolciak Bierman hasn't popped up on my Instagram feed, and that's about it. Have you been reading about her house?
Okay, I saw one thing. I think I actually sent it to you guys whenever I saw it, that said that she owed like $300,000 and then, or they were going to foreclose or something like that. And I thought that was so weird because she has like every nice car known to man and every
Chanel bag and everything.
Outfit.
And my response was, well, maybe she just forgot to pay her bills.
Well, so this is what's
I have
weird.
done that before. Have y'all ever done that before? And maybe like your electricity goes out. I will say, since I've been married to Brian, because he's very responsible, it's never happened. But when I was a little girl on my own, it did happen multiple times. I was like, oh no water today. Oh no electricity today.
It's happened once, but I don't actually pay the bills. Our bills get sent to Travis's office, and his assistant always pays our bills.
Ooh, you're all fancy on me.
Right? But one time, one of his assistants forgot, and I did have no electricity. And I was like, God bless America, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. It was a very boring day. I was like, you got to get this on ASAP.
Oh. Well, so here's what we do know.
Oh, yeah. What was the story?
So she built the house maybe 10 years ago. They paid a little over $900,000 for the house. Not very much. Honestly, What a deal, first of all.
Yeah, that is a really good deal.
And the house is now valued at like $2.5 million.
Did you wait? I thought it was okay.
No, it's definitely in the $2.5 million.
Are they in the real rich area of Atlanta? What's it called? Buckner?
No.
Is it? Wait,
no,
I could be wrong.
They're not in Buckhead. They're in like
Buckhead.
Fulton County.
Buckhead. It is Buckhead.
They took out a $300,000 loan against the house. House was paid for.
Okay.
Took out a $300,000 loan against the house. It's not that they're not paying their mortgage. It's that they didn't pay back that loan they took out against the house. So then people were like,
just
well,
sell
why
a car
don't?
or two.
That's what someone said. Why don't you sell your Rolls
Yes.
Royce? So she hasn't said anything about this in the last 2 weeks that this has been talked about, except for yesterday. She got on her Instagram Live the day that the auction was happening and said this is all a fabricated story. This is not true. She was kind of walking around her house. She was like, if my house was going to be gone and I owed $300,000, don't you think I would sell this $500,000 for Rolls Royce or anything in my closet or my Versace china, which makes sense. So there's no credible news source that's reporting this except for Instagram, which sometimes I feel like is more credible. There's also some sort of Reddit feed that said that yesterday the lien was paid Someone bought the house for $257,000, and reports are that it's Jason Aldean that bought it and is renting it back to them until they moved to Nashville.
Ooh, I did notice that she was commenting on all of Brittany's posts. I did notice that.
That just wouldn't make sense,
Maybe
though.
because she's a landlord now. She's like, please don't get rid of me.
But why would you lose your $2.7 million house
There's no way
and
that's
still
right.
drive a Rolls Royce? I just don't think it makes sense.
Straight. There's no way that's honest. And honestly, Instagram is usually, people, I hate to tell you, but Instagram's usually not correct. These people need to talk about something.
Oh,
and
yes.
They make stuff up. I've had things made up about me. Brandy's had things made up about her.
I have, yeah.
Like it is most
I think it's
everything.
so funny. And then it entertains me because I'm like, yes. It's like.
Well, so there were liens on the house, and this was maybe
I
like
haven't had anything happen in a while.
This was like
Somebody make something happen.
like 6 to 8 months ago, there were liens on the house that were paid off. And that kind of looked like a situation where maybe a business manager just wasn't paying something and then it was handled.
There's no way that she's going to lose her house over $300,000.
So we were talking about this, though. Do you think she is good with money?
No. Do you, Brandy?
Why?
I mean, if I have 4 kids, she has 6, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have Versace china. I would be using paper plates.
I mean, here's the deal. I think whenever you have little kids especially, they grow out of things so quickly. And I mean, even her little kids wear like name brand, like luxury name brand clothing. So I just think that's not a great place to put your money. Travis always says a fool and their money will soon be parted. And he talks about me when he says that because I like to buy a lot of clothes and shoes that I don't need. But the things that she spends money on are never really appreciating assets. They're always depreciating assets like clothes, shoes, handbags, even cars. It's not like she's buying multiple homes that are going to appreciate, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was actually just shocked at how affordable her home was able to be built for.
Yes,
that's
I'm
a great
shocked
deal.
the home was that
Yeah.
reasonable. But also,
I miss those building prices.
But
man.
also, I can look at how many followers her and her daughters have, and
Yes.
and I mean, they could $300,000. They could easily pay that off just with Instagram partnerships.
So let's talk about that. So she has 3.2 million followers, I think. What would you say a post on her feed and her story would be worth, just knowing that world?
Okay, so for every 100,000 followers, you make $1,000. So if you have like 1 million followers, you on average probably $10,000 a post. So $10,000. So 3 million would be probably $30,000 a post is what is kind of the norm, and it fluctuates. But I would guess that she's making between $20,000 and $30,000 a post based on her following.
So Tim Instagram
think,
posts,
Brandi?
and we can pay this lien off.
I would think so. And I think she's pretty good at it too.
Yeah. So, and then
I
your
don't think
stories,
I follow her though. I don't know.
like stories are cheaper, but she would still be making quite a bit in stories. So, I mean,
So it's not like her earning potential was gone when the show was canceled.
not unless she has a bad manager and she's not like making anything. I see her and her daughters, they have their own products. I feel like she's definitely bringing in money. I just think that she probably forgot to pay her bill because there's no way you default on that.
She was tardy on her bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you, the comments on some of this was they were like, well, she didn't ask, believe, and receive hard enough or something like that.
Oh
It was
my gosh.
they were a little brutal. I think, surprisingly, I think she is good with money because I think she's very resourceful. There is no way at 27 years old, she got on Real Housewives of Atlanta, had that townhouse, that Escalade, that Bentley paid for by Big Papa without being resourceful out in the streets.
That's not being good with your money. That's being good
No,
with
I don't think she's
that's
good with her
using other
money.
people's money. That is very different.
No, I
trait.
didn't say
My
she's
God.
good with it. I said I think she's resourceful. I think she can get money if she needs it.
Yeah.
I think she knows how to
I think
acquire.
she's a really smart, quick, witty woman too.
Yes.
I mean, I've met her a few times and she really is.
Yeah. So, I don't know. There's no real story here because there's nothing to go off of, but she still lived in the house. And if she gets evicted, we will have pictures.
She's not going to get evicted.
She's not. Jason Aldean's going to pay her bills.
Okay, speaking of Housewives, did you see the reunion? Okay, if you remember last week, Trey made a very bold prediction that at the reunion, everything is going to fall back on Lisa Rinna. So they're going to find out. He thought that they would find out that she was like behind all of the bad stuff that was happening, behind like the Lisa Vanderpump thing, behind the like every negative thing that came out in the press.
I was close to right.
No, you were not. It did not happen. That did not happen whatsoever. I will say the reunion was amazing. Part 3 was really, I thought, really good.
What I think is so interesting that is this reunion now aired like 10 days ago, and it is still all over my Instagram feed. People are still talking about it.
Oh, it's not on mine anymore because I've like unfollowed everything. I'm like, I am so over all of this. Like, it is so toxic. It's so negative. I'm tired of people being mean to each other.
Oh yeah. Well, let's break this down. So.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm done with it.
The accusation was that Kathy made a gay slur to the DJ. That's what was in the press. So what came out at the reunion was Erica said, she said that, but I was the only one that heard that. And what should have been like in that moment, like caught on was, oh, okay, so you're the only one that heard that, yet it was all over the press, so you are the leak. So that kind of goes back to Erica's publicist and da-da-da-da.
But it didn't go back to Lisa Rinna. Which was
but like I consider them one right now.
So no, they are. Oh my God, no. But okay, so leaving the reunion, I still really love Kathy, but I do think that a lot of
Kathy
the things
said
that
it.
You think she said that part?
Absolutely, she said it. But I think that it's just a weird situation. I think Kathy's smart enough.
Why is it so forgivable for her to do that? And
I think Kathy was smart to never own up to it.
Yes, because she did. Okay,
I don't even know what she did.
There's no proof. I guess they said she said a gay slur or something.
People don't forgive Kathy. Well, the thing is, people hate Lisa Rinna more than they're mad at Kathy.
Yes.
Because Lisa made it a much bigger deal than it was. We never saw, and this is what I'm seeing now on Instagram, is people are like, where are those receipts that Lisa put behind her pillow in the beginning? Where are those receipts? She clearly brought them out. She said that on Instagram. She brought them out, but they cut it. Well, why isn't she posting it on Instagram? She's very quick to do that.
Maybe because she won't get her good behavior check.
That's true. And that's a lot of money probably for her, because it was for us. I mean, that's like our good behavior check. They took out like how much towards the end?
I'll tell you, I don't think she really counts that good behavior money. I don't think she does.
Well, she's lost all of her good behavior money, I guarantee.
So I think my conclusion with the reunion is, did Kathy say it? Yes. Did Lisa Rinna make it a much bigger deal than it needed to be? Yes. Did I think Lisa exaggerated? Probably.
Yes.
But Erica was the mole here. That's what's known. Lisa made it a bigger deal. And I really see why Kathy was mad at Kyle. Kyle did not say 2 words. What I thought was this actually angered me, was that Kyle snapped at Dorit for interjecting, but not once did she stick up for her sister or go after Lisa Rinna for making this such a big deal. I'm also so over Lisa Rinna finding closure at these reunions when this was filmed 9 months ago. She has made it a big deal for 9 months since filming this. And then she's like, all right, I'll drop it. Today I will drop it. And it's like, no. It's annoying.
Yeah, I think the audience didn't like her and Erica this year because they tried to get in between sisters. And I do think it was very strange that Kyle did not stick up for Kathy more. Because even if my sister's in the wrong, like I can talk bad about my sister, but nobody else can. I know Tiffany feels the same way. Like Tiffany would kill somebody for me. I know this. Like she has verbally like let people have it many, many times.
Oh, yeah. She will kill you.
Yes.
But no one else can kill you.
Yes, exactly. But I think that's what families do. It's like you can fight hard, but like you're not going to let other people throw your family under the bus. Like you're not going to let other people disrespect your family. Even if you're mad at them, you're not going to. That's why I think even like relationships, that's why you never get between like people that are fighting like a married couple or whatever, because you're always going to be the a-hole and they're going to figure it out. Like that's how sisters, relationships, like there's a fine line that you cannot like get in the middle of. You can say, I hear you, we can talk about it, but like don't try to break that up.
And let me tell you, the way she sat down and she goes, hi, girls, and then just goes in. I think Kathy's playing the long game. I also think she's there to get revenge for Kim.
Do you think she'll be back next season?
I don't want to lose another bet. But yeah, I think she's way more valuable. And Stephanie's made a very good point. She's always said this on Housewives. You can either love to love someone or you can love to hate them, but you cannot hate to hate them. And when you hate to hate them, they're out.
Yeah.
And I think people hate to hate Lisa.
I think I'm very interested to see if Lisa comes back because Kathy said she would not come back if there's Lisa and Erica. I don't see Bravo getting rid of both of them. I really don't. So I don't think Kathy will be back. That's my prediction. People love her. I don't think she'll be back. She doesn't need the money. Nope.
I don't know.
Brandi has never watched an episode.
I just knew I love to watch Lisa Rinna when she's dancing behind here.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Like,
I love her lip gloss. Thank you, Lisa Rinna.
I think the Lisa Rinna in person's probably an amazing person. I just think the Housewives show is just messy, and she just got so thick in the mess that honestly, it wouldn't be a bad thing for her to take a year off and then come back.
There was a moment at the end of the reunion where Andy hugs Kyle, and Kyle is just like in pieces. And I've seen this picture posted on Instagram a few times, and the caption on it is always, maybe this was the moment that Andy realized that his show really does affect real lives.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just TV. There are two sisters that are very much fractured leaving this, but I fully think that's Kyle's fault.
I mean, I would never.
I know, and I think like being in it and knowing that it really can destroy relationships and like firsthand. Like I think there's so much emotion that goes into it, and I think a lot of people don't realize like it's just a show. I have a girlfriend that just started watching it for the first time last night, and she's messaging me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I can't stand this girl," and I'm like, "Oh, she's fine, just keep watching," like it's just.
It's like that was 7 years ago.
It's like you want it to be just a show, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's so much more. And I think like you can, because I feel like if there had been a 6th season of The Real Housewives, and I think if I went back, I think with the fan base and everything that I was going on with Brian and I think the fans would have expected me and wanted to see me go through a divorce.
Yes.
You know, and they would have been rooting for that. But that's not what I wanted.
Right.
I knew in my heart that's not what I wanted. I wanted to fight for my family and my marriage. So I think, and that's when that's why I chose to part ways with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree, because then you always feel judged, even though it's your life that you're living, nobody else's.
Yeah, and people will even still say if I post a photo of Brian, they're like, "Why are you with him?" And it's like, that's my choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people they don't see.
I'm not on a TV show for you to have an opinion.
I actually had someone ask me that recently.
The thing, yes.
Someone asked me at the bar, they were like, "Are they still together?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "What do you mean why?" I was like, "Why is that any of your business? What do you mean why? Like, why are you rooting for people to not win?" It really perturbed me.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But I can see, like, just in marriages, like even with children, I think it's so hard. I would never, ever, ever try to pull my sister into Housewives. And I have done it a lot less time than Kyle, because I know how hard it is to keep those relationships intact.
And that's what's so weird,
would you want your sibling to be, or even
that's
Brian's
look
sister?
At Teresa,
like, it would be so hard.
Her brother.
And
Teresa,
Melissa, yeah.
Like, so sad.
It's so hard.
But that's what's weird, is Kyle had a fractured relationship with Kim because they were on the show together, and then she brings in Kathy. So I understand where Kathy's like, "Okay, you're going to make this good for me."
Yeah.
And then she does it, and then she's disappointed because she's like, "Well, I just expected more out of you."
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, that family is so entertaining with Paris and Nikki. They should just do their own Hilton family show.
They should. They should.
And be like, they could be like probably better than the Kardashians.
Kyle's daughters have a new show on Netflix coming out, though, and it looks really good. I'm really excited. Buying Beverly Hills. It's all about the agency. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It looks good.
Do they all work for Maurice?
Yeah. They all work for Mauricio.
Oh, he's coming after Selling Sunset. Didn't you say Christine Quinn?
Christine Quinn, so messy, got on Instagram, responded to Kyle posting the trailer, and was like, "Bye-bye, Selling Sunset."
Oh, no,
like,
she didn't.
Yeah, she's going to go work at the agency now, watch.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow. That is messy.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh. Guys, the podcast gods have delivered yet again, because our favorite OG New Jersey housewife, Teresa Giudice, just launched a new podcast. It's called Namaste Bitches, and every Wednesday, Teresa and her co-host, Melissa Pfeister, are bringing the sass, fun, real talk, and serious table flipping to you as they explore everything from life, love, family, to food, fashion, and celebrity.
Their candid convos deliver plenty of drama, explosive energy, and attitude, so turn up the volume because things are about to get juicy, Jersey style. Download Namaste Bitches wherever you get your podcasts. Brandi and I, we were just talking right before this. We both had kids who were sick on Halloween. Cruz missed school Halloween. You said Brinkley did as well.
Brinkley missed school, yes. She's out today too.
Oh my gosh. And I had him at home. He slept all day long. He woke up for maybe 3 hours all day. And then finally I was like, do you want to just miss trick-or-treating and just stay home? And then he rallied to go like around 1 block and get candy. And then we went back home. But he was so sick. But whenever I thought he was missing Halloween, Chance is on his 7th grade school field trip. And I was like, this could be the last Halloween, like the last trick-or-treating that I could have as a mom, because there's a last for everything.
Well,
there's a last time.
You can always borrow mine.
But you have a lot more of this left.
It's my neighborhood.
Yes. But whenever your kids are older and you only have older kids, like I always think about that. I'm like, is this the last time he's ever going to want to trick or treat? And maybe as a family, we miss that.
Well, and I saw on NextDoor, I'm a little obsessed with NextDoor. I love to read about people's problems and then pray for them.
What's NextDoor? What is it?
It is an app you do not want to get on. It tells you everything that's wrong in your neighborhood.
And
every
the surrounding
shooting, every stabbing, every rock that's thrown.
So I'm on there. Anyways, and so I had this one person post a video after Halloween, and it was of an older woman going trick-or-treating at their door, like I'm talking like she had to be like 60-something years old. Oh. And she was digging through the bowl, taking out all the good candy. And like it was on their like ring thing. And the person's like, if anybody knows who this is, please shame them. And so I'm like, like that wasn't me. But anyways, but then people started commenting and they were like, leave the lady alone. Maybe she was hungry. And then other people were like, if big kids come to your door, let them trick or treat because at least they're not getting in trouble. And I'm like, they have a point. So I'm liking certain people's comments and then other people's comments. I'm like, I won't like yours. You're mean.
NextDoor is a dangerous app.
I love it.
It is. You can go down this rabbit hole and there is no getting out.
Oh, no. I'm always on that rabbit hole.
So Travis, we were trick-or-treating and Travis told me and my friend the story. Whenever he was younger, I guess they just moved to this neighborhood and he had a babysitter, and I guess his mom at the time was a single mom and they really didn't have any food, so they had nothing to really cook for the babysitter to make them to eat. So it was like middle of the summer and him and his sister decided to trick-or-treat in like May or June. So they went around and obviously nobody had candy, but when they said we don't have any candy, they said, oh no. They lied and said they were from somewhere else, like some other country, and this is when they missed trick-or-treating or something. It was very strange, and they just moved here. So like all these people were giving them like canned foods and all this stuff. And then his mom came home and she said they had like food everywhere that the neighbors had given them because they felt so sorry for them because they were trick-or-treating in May.
Oh.
So that is one thing that lady can do. Yeah, right? I'm like, I'm going to have my kids do that next time I can't make them maybe anything. I'll be like, I don't want to go to the store, go trick-or-treating.
I remember one of the first things, whenever you first showed Chance and Cruz y'all's house when you bought it, was Cruz like, this is going to suck for trick-or-treating. Because Stephanie has like 5 houses on her street. And that was his first impression was, this is terrible for trick-or-treating.
So we took the little ones trick-or-treating and we were in a neighborhood near us. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, that house, there are more people, more adults standing at the door at that house. Oh, it was Shaq's house, right?
Oh
and
my gosh.
Like, wait, how sad is that? Like,
wait, hold on. Let's dissect this. Were there full-size candy bars?
No, the lights weren't even on. But I was like, why are all those people at that door? And then, they were like, it's Shaq's house.
And then they were just going to ring it till hopefully he answered?
And one lady like had a bottle of Veuve to give him.
I'm
like, that's actually really embarrassing. I'm going to walk away.
That's incredible.
Because his cameras were catching all that. He's like, look at all these fools hanging out outside my door.
So people were bringing him candy instead.
He's putting in a restaurant in the Plano area.
Yes.
And
I did not know that. What's the restaurant called?
It's a chicken restaurant.
It's a chicken.
Oh.
I feel like it's like a fast food. But it's actually the former place that it's going in was a Taco Cabana. And I'm actually very sad, Shaq, about that Taco Cabana going away. That was my fave.
So he's bringing in that's cool.
That's why he moved here. Was his whole thing was he's trying to expand his restaurant.
So he was like the house to be. I've never gone to.
Well, and he clearly turned all of his lights out for a reason.
Because he didn't want people. That's why I just shut my gates on Halloween. because we're not home, so we just shut the gates and people just we've left like a pumpkin with candy in it before, but nobody comes to the neighborhood to trick or treat. It was completely full whenever we got home.
It.
So yeah, Ron was like out there.
Nobody came by our door. We left stuff at the door, and nobody got it.
Nobody comes to ours. I mean, maybe like one person,
because we're next to the creek.
But there's a house in Highland Park that I really want to go to, and I missed it every year. But everyone always talks about it.
Is it Turtle Creek Lane?
No, it's I don't unless she's the one, but they hire dancers from like some like I don't know from what school, and they hire like the dance team, and the dance team does Thriller, so they have like full like costume, and they go out and do like Michael Jackson's Thriller like every 30 minutes, and it's supposedly the coolest house. Everybody talks about it.
I thought you were going to say the Turtle Creek Lane lady.
No, it's over off Beverly.
It's like, I know it's on it's like I think it's either on Beverly or close to Beverly, but I want to find it and go to it because everyone says it's the best house to go to on Halloween.
Wait, we need to talk about Turtle Creek Lane. If you do not know who Turtle Creek Lane is, look her up on Instagram. She has like 700,000 followers. I would love to see her storage situation. This lady all but renovates her entire house
for every
holiday.
Yes.
And we're talking Valentine's Day,
Groundhog's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Give her a reason and she'll do it.
I want to be in her family just for fun.
Have you driven by her house?
No, and as a matter of fact, I got an invite to come. And
what?
Yes.
You should do that, Brandi.
No, but we'll go. We'll make a field trip and go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I drive by it.
So one of my friends started working for her, and she hired her out of California, and she started working. I'm like, wait. That's amazing.
This lady spends tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, if not more, every holiday. I drove by her house because I just want to see what her Halloween decorations were. And she had pumpkins in trees that weren't even hers. They were like overhanging, was it Lovers? Yeah, Lovers Lane. It was very cool. But man, this lady goes all
like she
out.
goes crazy.
She does, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I know.
But no,
it was fun.
It was not at her house, but yeah, she's very cool.
So I just being so close to Cedar Springs, like there's not schools where we are. All the schools in Dallas are north. Like there really aren't any good schools past Highland Park, really. So I thought we wouldn't have any trick-or-treaters. So Zach and I went to a few other like friends' houses, just popped by to say hi. And Zach was so upset because his phone was going off. The Ring doorbell app was going off like crazy. And he was like, we have trick-or-treaters and we're missing it. He was so upset.
Wait, did you guys leave candy out?
No, I didn't think we'd have trick-or-treaters at all. I was like, there's no kids in our neighborhood. Well, somewhere there are. And they came by. So when we got home, Zach had like a bag of some candy from a Halloween party we had the week before and was sitting outside, passed out what we had. But he was very upset that we missed our first Halloween at our house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Better luck. I was okay. But better luck next year.
Okay, so what did you do for Halloween? Because you have like, obviously you have your bar, so you had a big party. Was it amazing?
Yeah, we do. So this was the first year that Cedar Springs did the block party again, which is just absolute mayhem is all it is. And it's not even just like the normal Cedar Springs crowd. It's like everybody in like Dallas Uptown comes to this party. I heard there was like an hour and a half wait to even get onto Cedar Springs just to like go through the barricades. But yeah, it was wild. Some of the costumes people come up with are very entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what was the best costume y'all saw this year?
Someone was a bottle of lube.
Whoa.
Oh,
wow.
There was
wow.
And they like slicked back to their hair like with like a wet gel.
How do you explain that to your children?
Well, I'm guessing they don't have children.
That is diaper rash cream on them.
There are not a lot of kids in that area, though, are there?
Kids come. I mean, obviously they don't go in the bars, but there are kids that come. I mean, it's like a big event.
Oh,
there's like 300,000 people that come.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I saw a guy dressed as Jesus on a hoverboard, and the hoverboard was all clouds. I thought that was a really cute one. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was nothing. Oh, the best one trick-or-treating wise is we went to this house, and then they had like a little tent that you had to go in, like the kids did. Mm-hmm. And there was like this, looked like a Chucky, like a stuffed Chucky doll, like a child-sized Chucky doll. right by the candy. And then whenever the kids went over there, he like moved and scared the crap out of them. That was probably the most entertaining thing. I like whenever people do like scare tactics. It's fun.
Okay, I feel like these stories are not making the news as much as they should. We've had a real issue with hospitals in Dallas lately, and there being some sort of like shooting or weapon.
Oh, yes. I saw that on the news too.
There was a shooting a few days ago.
It was in the maternity ward.
Yes. What? But I have a friend that is a nurse, an ER nurse, and I was texting him the other day, and he was like, oh my gosh, I almost died at work again today. And I was like, what?
What?
And he said someone came in with a knife and was like, had the receptionist had her in a chokehold and was holding a knife to her neck because he wanted, I don't know what it was that he wanted.
Like, was it like medication, like prescription medication, or?
I don't remember. I don't know if he fully knew what the guy was after, but someone yelled run and people heard gun, and then it was just mass chaos, and this guy's still holding this girl at knife. It was, I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you what, wild world we're living in these days.
Yes, it is.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I mean, speaking of these people and all the trauma they went through, they're definitely going to need somebody to talk to. I know I've needed people in my life to talk to, and I've seen a therapist off and on in my life since I was in 4th grade. My parents got divorced, and I started seeing a therapist right away, and it actually changed my life and my family's life to the point where my parents got back together 3 years later because we were in such intensive counseling.
Really?
I saw a therapist my sister saw a therapist, and then my parents saw one together to make their divorce process smooth for my sister and I. And actually they fell back in love during that process and were able to work out their problems. And I will say the therapist, that alone, I feel like changed my life and who I am to this day, because I was in a very unhealthy home. And then we found out as a family how to be healthy and how to support each other and love each other the right way. So I can speak from experience when I was young and as I've gotten older that therapy really helps. I think just talking about your problems, having somebody to just listen where you don't feel like you're burdening them like you do with your friends sometimes.
Therapists, they teach you how to cope with some of those challenging emotions. There's such a stigma around therapy, but it's really, a therapist is equipping you with those skills that you need to try to navigate through those tough times.
Yes. I love that mental health is like kind of releasing a lot of that stigma associated with it. I think people are talking more. They're opening up about getting help. They're more open to talking about their feelings. And I think it's such a healthy thing to do as a society to be more open to bettering ourselves.
I think the hardest part sometimes is finding a therapist and knowing where to even go. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists that are available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist, and if things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist at any time. It couldn't be simpler. There's no waiting room, no traffic, no endless search for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose.
Okay, so this is really crazy. I don't know if this is like right whenever we first started dating or a little before, but Travis was driving down a main highway coming home from, I believe he said Austin. And he said he looks over and to his right, and there's a guy in the driver's side. The driver's side has a gun pointed to him out the window. And Travis says he looks over, freaks him out, and he just nails it and goes home as quick as he can. But he's had a gun pulled on him twice. Once when he was driving, and then I forget the other time.
That's a lot. Twice is a lot.
There was another time where I think a gun was pulled at a nightclub or something, and he was there. But he said the driving one was the scariest thing he's ever experienced because he looked over and the guy just had a gun pointed right at him. And I'm sure the guy was just trying to scare him, but that is terrifying.
We really need to run a poll on this. Of all the people that listen to this podcast, have you ever had a gun pulled on you? The number one cause of death right now in the U.S. is a road rage accident. And Zach sometimes gets a little road ragey, and I'm like, we're going to get shot. Don't do that.
That's terrifying.
It is kind of scary.
Yeah, a little scary.
I know one of Brian's business partners, he was pulled on the side of the road just like trying to go through his phone to figure something out what he was doing with his kids. And he happened to just look over and the car had pulled right up next to him and they pointed a gun at him and he ducked and the shot went through the windshield.
What?
Or the driver side window. And then he hit the gas after it went through. And then they kept chasing him and he called 911 and he just kept going. And then eventually the cops got him. But
oh my gosh.
That is horrifying.
And come to find out, it was a gang initiation. He had to shoot somebody.
Oh my God. Don't you have a friend that was a cheerleader with you that got shot and you said her
do you
butt
remember
saved
the
her?
O-bar?
Yes.
Well, she would always get on weight warnings because of her by the way, she had a great ass. And so she would get in trouble for her booty. And then she was out one night at the O-Bar. Do you remember the old O-Bar?
I think Travis was an investor in it. Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah. And then it was the bar was shutting down and she was outside on the sidewalk and then there were gunshots. And then she was like, oh my God, I think I got shot. And she got shot in her booty.
Oh my gosh. See, I would be safe because I have a big booty. So I would be, if somebody,
You know what? I did get shot at once. I remember. It's coming back to me.
Trey, how do you just remember? You were so full of it.
No, I did. This was during COVID when I had my townhouse. I was walking home. Connor lived a block from me. And I was walking home and I was in my driveway and I heard shot, shot, shot. Remember, I told you this.
You have this on video.
I have it on my Ring doorbell. Well, my old Ring doorbell. But I hid behind my car and I called the police. And this was when all the defund the police stuff was happening. And basically the police told me they were there's not much we can do. It's a problem every night in your neighborhood because there's all this gentrification and they're trying to reclaim their territory. And I was well, I'm going to move.
As you should.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that's scary to need the police and they're oh, well, good luck.
Yeah, it's an issue.
Yeah.
And I remember for a while, I thought there were fireworks every night in the neighborhood. And I lived in a nice neighborhood and it was not. It was gunshots.
Gunshots?
It was gunshots.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Well.
That is so scary. Oh, my Lord. Well, what a way to end the podcast.
I'm a survivor.
You are a survivor. Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram and Facebook.
And me at Brandi Redmond.
And you can follow our podcast and tell us about your gun stories at BS the Podcast.
Bye.